Thank you for being before the Energy Committee this morning. I want to get right to the issue of the day for Louisiana and the Gulf Coast, which is the permitting process in the Gulf of Mexico. As you are keenly aware, although the accident of the Deepwater Horizon didn't have anything really to do with the shallow water drillers, it was in deep water. It was the first such explosion in over 40 years. The shallow water permitting process has been severely impacted. Just to give you the numbers, in 2009, there were 16 shallow water permits issued in January. In 2010, there were 12. And this January that we just passed, there were 2 shallow water permits that were not the cause, nor were they close to the accident in the deep water. The technology is exceedingly different. So my first question will be about shallow water. My second will be about deep water. But Mr. Secretary, what are you specifically doing to get these permits increased so our people can get back to work? And as I said when I greeted you, I wish that you had brought some in your pocket this morning, but go ahead.
Thank you very much, Senator Landrieu. And I believe that I have probably been to Louisiana as much as I have been to any other state, in large part because of our need to deal with the issues of oil and gas in the Gulf, and as well to deal with the restoration of the Gulf of Mexico and the programs that you care so much about. So I look very much forward to continuing to work with you on the whole set of panoply of issues in the Gulf of Mexico. With respect to permits, the cathartic experience of April 20th required us to make sure that we were moving forward to stand up an agency that would be robust and would be able to do the right job in terms of protecting the environment and protecting people and allow oil and gas exploration to move forward. I would say very quickly, our policy is clear, and that is that we support exploration and development in both the shallow waters and in the deep waters. We have moved forward to develop the kinds of standards that will allow us to meet our safety and environmental objectives as well. And in the shallow water, the last number that I saw, and I'll have David talk just a little bit about numbers, is that we have issued 37 well permits for the shallow water, and I think there are a number that are pending. In the deep water, as I know we communicated to your office on Monday, we issued the first deep water permit. Let me have David give it a little more texture, though, as to the pathway forward on permits, because I know that's a key issue for you.
If you could be as specific as possible and as brief as possible.
Yes, Senator, on both scores. On the shallow water, we have received 47 applications since the moratorium. 37 of the 47 have already been approved. 7 are pending. So we are continuing to process those on a regularized basis. And then on
Is that for shallow or deep?
That's for shallow. So 47 received, 37 already approved, 7 pending. So I believe that 3 have been sent back for more information. And then on deep water, we've received 18 permits. 12 were returned for more information. We've already approved 1 on Monday, and we expect now that the containment system is available to be approving more.
That's again on a well-by-well basis. Some of these wells are very similar in the sense of their volume that they're trying to produce, and we know what these containment capabilities are now. And I understand you've got to look at each individual permit and each individual well drilling plan. But if this equipment is sufficient, you could say a more positive statement about we anticipate that if you're using the Helix system or you're using the well containment system, we anticipate no problem with your application, as opposed to the comments, well, even though the containment systems are there, we're still going to take it well by well. I mean, some of it is just language in terms of leaning forward so the industry gets some more positive signals, and I would hope, Mr. Secretary, that you would take that in the spirit of constructive criticism. And I hope that we can be a little bit more positive so that the industry gets some more positive signals from you all in the near future.